Hi, my name is Sandy Carter, and I'm IBM's General Manager for Ecosystem Development, and welcome to our Social Business Coffee Break. Today, we're going to be talking about themes that are prevalent from our survey in global organizations around social media, social business. And I find them quite intriguing because they're very actionable, and I think they can help you in your business as you go through them. Now, very interesting that 88% of companies today see that social is a valuable tool. It's a competitive advantage, but only 40%, so less than half of the organizations are actually getting data that is actionable, giving them an ability to make changes to become more competitive. So why is that such a big difference, and what can we do to make social more actionable in companies? Well, as we looked at the data, we found 4 elements of where people are gapping in understanding and using data. So the first one is all around some of the challenges that social presents in the marketplace and turning that data into something actionable. So first, understanding where the data comes from and understanding what actions you're looking for. So recently we did a coffee break on quizzes. You know, the ability to use a quiz to understand your audience is something that's actionable. You're not just doing social to be fun, you're actually doing it to gain insight about your client set or your future client set that can help you take advantage of social. So don't just read about social on an airplane or in a magazine and say, oh, let's do that. Really target what you're going to do in social to something that you can use in an actionable format. Number 2, we found a lot of breakage in aligning interdepartments together for buy-in around social. You know, if you think about social, social's really about embedding that social element into your business processes. And so if you think about your business processes, they touch multiple functional areas. And so part of the challenge that we see with social is that you've got to get this big group together to agree on designing that right social strategy. Think about gaining information about your customer. You probably need to share that with sales, with marketing, with your product development team. So you need that alignment across all departments that most people don't get around that strategy. Number 3 that I think is also really important is that social is more than just a tool to interact with your customers. It's not just about, you know, forming that handshake. It's also about understanding your company's reputation, seeing what others are writing about, engaging with influencers who might impact your business, also understanding what your employees are thinking, and potential employees, what do they want to do to come in. So if you're single-minded and you see social only as that, you know, dialogue with a client, you're really missing out on the overall power of social. And then finally, last but not least, number 4, if you think about, you know, organizations overall, if you're going to grow, you need to make sure that you have in your social plan analytics. You know, how do you understand the data, not just collecting the data, but really make it into an actionable nugget? And I think this is a big miss. I've worked with many Fortune 100 companies, and I'll say to them, okay, once you get this data, you're going to want to do analytics. And they say to me, no, I don't need that. I don't need that. But 100% of them have come back to me saying, you're right, Sandy, I need to understand what content's driving this. What are the clients like? How can I better position things? So can really help you discover those nuggets that can really change your business. So if you think about it, you know, use your social presence to really deliver that competitive edge and make sure that you know what you're trying to achieve. Set those goals appropriately. Make sure you've got that buy-in because this goes across silos. So it's really hard. You got to herd the cats, if you would. Make sure that you know how to personalize this for your company so that you're going out there and you're not just doing a dialogue with a company or a customer, but that you're broadening it, looking at your overall reputation. And then last but not least, make sure that you're applying analytics because that's really the true gem, right? You do everything else to get to the stage where you've got analytics and actionable data. My name is Sandy Carter, and this has been our Social Business Coffee Break.